What is the biggest present you ever got? Did you know there are some presents that are so huge that no one notices them? They're so big, they're hard to see. And sometimes the only way to see them clearly is to go back to the beginning. Or maybe just before the beginning. In the beginning, well, there was nothing much. In the beginning, there was nothing. Except perhaps an enormous smile. But there was no one there to see it. Then, on the first day, God gave us a gift of light. Now there wasn't just darkness anymore. There was dark and light. When I say light, I don't mean just light in a light bulb or a flashlight, but all the light that is light. And God gave us a gift where all light comes from. When God saw all that light, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the first day. On the second day, God gave us the gift of water. Now, when I say water, I just don't mean the water in the faucet or a bathtub, or just the water in a river or a lake or river or ocean, or the water that comes down from the sky's rain. But I mean all the water that is water, and all the water that water comes from. This is the firmament. Divides the waters above from the waters below. When God saw all that water, God said it was good. That was the end of the second day. On the third day, God gave us a gift of dry land. God divided the waters from the dry land and gave us all the green and growing things. When God saw the dry land and the growing things, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God gave us a gift of day and night. It was a way for us to count our days. Here's the great light of the day, the sun, and the nights of the light, the moon and the stars. And when God saw the day and the night, a way to keep time, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fourth day. On the fifth day, God gave us a gift of all the creatures that fly in the air. Not just the birds, but all the creatures that fly. And God gave us a gift of all creatures that swim in the water. When God saw all the creatures that fly and swim, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fifth day. On the sixth day, God gave us the gift of all the creatures that walk on the dry land, creatures with 2 legs, creatures with many legs, like you and me. This was a day that God put God's own image in us. And when God saw all the creatures that walked on the dry land and all the gifts of all the other days, God said, "It is very good." And that was the end of the 6th day. 7th day, God rested. And he gave us the day of rest, and to remember the gifts of all the other days. There's nothing really on this card because there's so many places we can go to rest and remember. But maybe you can think about something that you can put here for something that you can do to rest and remember. Maybe it's your backyard. Maybe it's a river or a mountain. I don't know where your place is. Only you know that. But what I do know, that this day is very, very special. And sometimes Jewish people would mark it with 2 candles. And Christians will mark it with a cross. Now I wonder, which one of these days you like the best? I wonder which day is most important. I wonder which day you are in right now. Or which day feels like it might be best for you. I wonder if there's any of these days we can leave out and still have all that we need. Now watch as I put the story away. We have our 7th day. Our 6th day. Our 5th day. The 4th day. Our 3rd day. Our 2nd day. Our 1st day. And what was there in the beginning? Now I wonder what your work might be today. Amen.